Howdy, welcome to my first ever update video. So if you've been following the channel for a while, you know that I put out a poll for which tool I should purchase next. And for the most part, everybody agreed that I should try out the Ryobi Track Saw. So I bought it, and I had some problems with it. Main thing was it came broken because I bought the refurb. The other issue was they sent the wrong battery. So I contacted Direct Tools Outlet, and I was like, hey, I'm having these problems. I sent them pictures of it. How do we need to resolve this? And they said, ship it back, and we'll give you a new one. They gave me a shipping label. It was very simple. Well, I have received the new boxed product in a very similar box, very beat up like the last box was as well. So let's go ahead and crack into this and let's see if this one made it through shipping, broken or unbroken, and let's see if they sent me the right battery this time. Now the last one that was sent out, this rear part here was broken off. Now this one is not broken off. However, the other one was actually fastened down with zip ties and this one is not. There we go. That's what the problem was. We had one of the knobs locked at a non-zeroed position. Let's go ahead and pull out the track now and let's see how the track is doing. And again, they've just got some bubble wrap around the tracks. The tracks themselves are actually not shipped in a very good fashion. So we're gonna put counter faces to each other and we're gonna see how big the gap is. And there's not a gap. So even though they're packaged very poorly, in my opinion, they're not bent. So that is a good thing. And I can definitely tell that these have been used. We can see multiple times this has been used because you can see where they're actually tightening down and the rubber on it is covered in sawdust. So whoever had this saw before me, again, factory reconditioned, they actually did use the saw. We have the charger. Let's see which battery I got. Wow. This one's even worse. What are you doing?
Are you kidding me?
I'm supposed to come with an HP 4 amp hour battery. They sent me a 1.5 amp hour. It's not HP. So I don't know what they're thinking with that. We have our saw blade, we have our knife, and we have our single hold down.
Clam.
Now our saw blade does not appear to be used. This is a brand new blade. This one's not been used at all. And then of course the operating manual. So yeah, a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I paid $240 for a very specific tool set. It was very specific with what was supposed to be included. And they messed me over even worse this time than they did last time, because at least last time they gave me a 4 amp hour. Granted, it wasn't a high output, but now they even knocked me down to a 1.5 and it's not a high output. I'm highly disappointed with Direct Tools Outlet. This is the second time that I have had a problem with this particular unit. Now, I've never run into this problem before. I don't know who's packing this unit, but you're failing at your job. You have one job to do. You look at a manifest and you stick the things that are in the manifest in the box. This is not part of that manifest. A 4 amp hour high output is part of the manifest, not this thing. So now that I think about it, I've actually run into this problem before. Some of these I have to order online, and some of these I can go to my local store and actually purchase it from the actual box store. And twice now, this being technically the third time actually that I've had this problem. The other time I bought a 40 volt push mower that was supposed to include a battery. It was supposed to have a 6 amp hour battery with it. I got the tool home, unboxed it, and whenever I looked inside, there was no battery included with that unit. I contacted the local store and I said, hey, I bought this, you know, I was just in there, and they said, yep, but whatever was in the box came with it. If it doesn't have the right thing in there, you should have checked it before you left the store. So now, before I leave the store, whenever I do purchases, I actually open the box to make sure that my stuff is in there. Unfortunately, I can't do that whenever I buy it online. So they've gypped me out of the battery that I should have received with it. I'm gonna go ahead and put this together real quick. I'm gonna cut a piece of plywood with it because I wanna make sure that the saw is actually working. The last thing I wanna do is contact them and say, hey, you gypped me out of battery, but the saw is not working. So let's go ahead and get into this real quick and let's make sure that this saw is still working.
A few moments later.
So at least the saw works, so it has that going for it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna contact Direct Tools Outlet again. We're gonna see what they say about the battery situation, and I'm gonna see if I can actually get the appropriate battery that comes with it. Regardless of the outcome, I will come back and I will record a video to let you all know what my experience is like. As of this moment in time, would I recommend purchasing this from Direct Tools Outlet? Not unless you can pick it up from the box store itself. If you are going to pick this up online, do not buy it. Twice I have received the wrong product. Absolutely uncalled for to get the wrong product inside the box itself. I expect them to do better, and I will not recommend any of my viewers go there and purchase this tool from them. Now again, other tools, for the most part, I have not had this problem with. But if you do buy it at a box store, please open the box before you walk out the door with the tool. It is supposed to come with very specific equipment. Make sure any tool you pick up from there has the correct equipment inside of it. And because of that, I still don't recommend that you go and dump $400 for this at the local box store. If you're gonna spend that much money, spend a little bit more and get a much better quality saw than this one. So at this point, this is a no-go for me. Absolute no-go. Not even at the sale price, because they can't include the right stuff with the tool that actually makes it perform correctly. So thanks for coming along with my first update video, and stay tuned for the next update video about this very saw, because I plan on contacting them again and seeing what happens. If you have any questions about this tool, I'm sure there are loads, or more importantly, any of the tools that are behind me or any of the other videos that I've made, please leave them in the comments below. I love talking with you all, especially great comments like this one. Thank you very much for leaving that comment, and thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.